So hey everyone, in this video I'm going to share you the 6 essential tools that every developer needs that helps to be organized, work faster. This works for everyone, whether you are a beginner or already building the projects. So let's start the video. So in this video we are going to talk about the 6 tools which are Cursor, Trello, GitHub, Docker, Postman, and the last one is Obsidian. So the first app we are going to see, which is Trello, and Trello is very useful for task management where we can manage our tasks daily. So this is basic window of a Trello where we can create multiple projects and manage tasks. This is a tool that helps to manage the workflow. So as you can see here, I have done some projects. I have also added the project of pay trace, which things I need to do, which features I have removed from the app, which are not working, which are done and which are solved. So I have basically done, these are the checklists of, if I have not added the checklist, I can just drag and drop and add to the solve. So this was the basic. So now let's create a new project, and I will be showing you how to do it. So from here, create option, you can just click on the create and create a board. So here we can choose which background do we need. So for just creating this, I'm using just simple background, which is image, and let's create another for my YouTube videos upcoming list. So this is just basic I have created for my YouTube. That I will be doing is, so let's first create it, and over here you can see the background we choose is in the background, and here we can only see add a task, add a list. So in a list we can create multiple lists. In each single list we can add the task we have to add. So from here we can do is, first I'm creating a list where I will be adding my YouTube videos. So first I will be doing is create a single list where I will be adding the YouTube video list with YouTube videos ideas. So I will be doing is video ideas. So first list I have done, and in this video idea list, I can add multiple ideas. I have ideas about for the video. In the second list I'm going to do is create a second list where I can add the videos that I have created from the ideas that I have had in the past. So videos made, so I have basic two lists. One is video ideas and second one is video created, and we can create multiple as much we can do. So I'm just adding this video time. So I'm just adding this video. So six essential tools for developer in 2026. So this was my video idea I have had, and now I am creating that video. So I have had this idea before, and now I am recording. After, when I create this video, I will just do is drag and drop into the video created, and here I am creating another video uploaded. So in this video uploaded, I will do is so here I have created one more list where I'm going to do is upload, just drag and drop the ideas I have from the process. Like now we can see I have a video idea. That video idea I'm going to create a video on. So I drag those title, which is 6 essential tools for developer in 2026. I will drop that into the drag and drop into the video creator. Means I created a video, and when I am going to upload, I am going to drag and drop into the video upload section. So now just as a example, I have idea in the past. I have added that into the video idea. Now I am creating video. Assume that I have created video. I will drag into the video created, and next I have uploaded the video on the YouTube. So I will drag this onto YouTube and done. So this is the task management. I have shown you the basic thing. We can also create a planner, so we can switch multiple boards accordingly. We can use, and this is very helpful when we have big projects or things we have to simplify and perform it efficiently, like having a big task from a team, and we can do is make the chunks of it in the Trello and complete each task and go to the next one. So this was the basic Trello, which is very helpful, and here we can see there are multiple more options we can use. So this was the Trello I have shown you. We can do is move into a list. We can move this into a list, watch it, or we can create rules in the Trello. So this was the basic Trello idea. I think you should use this Trello according to your uses, and we can create a in-depth video of Trello. If you want it, just comment Trello, and I will create a video on it. So this is the one tool that each developer needs in 2026. So we are over here in the second tool, which is Obsidian. Most people use this as a second brain. It's storing all the ideas and workflow in the Obsidian. And second brain, it is also used as a second brain because it helps into a way same as our brains do. So you can see on the screen, this is I started using couple months ago, and this is my graph view. Means it works really same as a brain. You can see an example where I have a pay trace idea. This charts, this notes, this connects to all my points where I am working on the pay trace. So this is the status node, and this is the readme file of the pay trace and decisions I have made in the pay trace while building and current progress. So you can see it shows all the linking things of the pay trace. I have organized my folder structure according to my usage. You can create according to your usage. So in the inbox section, I just add multiple ideas that I've just got into my mind, and I have not gone deep into. I just dump in the inbox. And in the project section, I have projects that I have been working on, areas where like personal things. I have multiple ideas and some lessons I have taught, I have learned that I just store in the areas, and resources where what I learned from books, programming, and multiple things I just store in the resources. In the archive, I have not yet stored anything. Archive means I does not require the thing now, but maybe use in the future. And daily notes I have not added, and utilities. So this was my basic file structure. We can create new MB files, folders, and we can use the backlinks. I will show you one over here. So as you can see in my coding learning index file .md file, so here all of my files are linked. Means in my coding learning journey, this all what I have learned and taken notes. I have added them into here. I have learned multiple more things, but I have not created notes of that. I have just these things of Swift, JavaScript, and GitHub that I have created notes. I have just added from my notes app. So we can use backlinks in the Obsidian where we can connect multiple nodes. Like for example, I have learned Git. which I have learned I think a couple months ago, and I have learned GitHub now, for example. Then there are the multiple things that are linked between Git and GitHub. So we use backlinks to make a connection between them. So whenever I recheck the whole document or notes about Git and GitHub, I can see a relationship between them. So backlinks are written like double square brackets, and we can select any file we want. So I have these three backlinks. I will show in the graph. So here you can see what backlinks does and how it works. So there is the GitHub. So here is the file which we see, which we have opened just now, which is coding learning index. So in this file there are three backlinks, which is Git and GitHub, second is Swift, and third one is JavaScript Node.js. So these all three are linked to my one file, which is code learning index, which whenever I'm review my notes, I can understand it fastly that I have done GitHub, Swift, and Node.js. So in Node.js, I also have one more backlink, means that is something another thing I have learned, which I can connect between them. So here you can see of Linux. I have learned Node.js from the Linux Foundation, and so here all are the notes about the Node.js. And you can see I have learned the Swift iOS development. So in the code learning index, I have Swift, which language I'm learning, and when I open the notes, there are multiple more backlinks, like the part one of the basics. Then I'm learning Swift part two basics, means all of the things that are all related between each others. So this was the backlink. Backlink is created like this. So I'm opening this. So double square brackets are used to make the backlinks, and no, Obsidian is completely encrypted, no privacy issue, and these folders and files are locally stored on our device, and these are not on the cloud or any third-party services. So Obsidian is basically a stack of folders that sits in our device, and we can use it as an MD file, and we use that folders in this UI. And this was the small introduction to the Obsidian, and we can move forward to the next tool, which is the GitHub. Here is the next tool, GitHub. So GitHub is a cloud platform where developers store, share, and collaborate on the code remotely. And GitHub works on the Git, which is version control management. And there are four key features on the GitHub, where first is the version control, where we can control the versioning of the code base. Second is the collaboration, where developers collaborate with each other's project. And the third feature is the code hosting, where they host their code on the GitHub remotely. And fourth is the open source and community, where developers contribute to the open source and be a part of the community. So here we are on the next tool, which is the Postman, which is used to test which is used to create, test, and manage the APIs freely. And this helps developer to send the API request and see the response without writing the code. You can see in the Postman app, there is my project I work on, which is authentication, and there are multiple post requests, sign in, verification mail, and multiple things. And here is the code or JSON, that there is the object which contains an email and password, and there are multiple things. You can create an environment, and we can create multiple requests. We can do multiple things in the Postman, like HTTP requests, GraphQL, AI, MCP servers, and all the things we can do. And we can connect the WebSocket, Socket.io. These are all things we can do in the Postman. This is only used for testing the APIs without making a complete front-end page, we can just paste the API and use accordingly into our projects. So there are four features of the Postman. First is the API testing, second is the API collections, and third is the automation, and fourth is the collaboration. That means first we can create multiple APIs and test the APIs in the Postgres, in the Postman, and we can also collaborate with the team members by creating the documentation of the complete API testing process. So here you can see these are the variables called user which contain a URL. So there's a variable. If we create more variables, all variables will be shown in the variable request, and we can comments that helps teams to interact and have communication on the API. We can write a code. This is the code of the API that we use now, and we can create a complete documentation while doing the API test. So this was the main features of the Postman. So let's come to the next tool, which is Cursor. Cursor is an AI-powered code editor built on the top of the Visual Studio. So yes, Cursor help to write code if more efficient and more fast way using various AI tools present in the Cursor. So here we are in the Cursor. So this is the simple and same UI as a VS Code, but it has more features that helps to write code more fast way. Four features that make Cursor more fast. First is the code generation. That Cursor AI tools generate the codes, and you can chat with the cursor about the coding part, and we can do multiple inline edits in the cursor, and we can also use agents and set the rules for the agents. So we can see all over here in the cursor page, in the cursor. So first of all, we can you add extensions in the cursor as we do in a VS Code by going to the extension settings and adding extension as per requirement. And we can also add the another AI models into the cursor by using API key. As one we are using Claude on the top of the cursor AI agents to help me get my code more efficient way and according to my requirements. So here we can see a chat agent agent chat window where we can express the things what we need, changes in the code and new builds to be need added in the code base. So we can here add more. We can in the agent section we can have agents to running, or we have planning phase. We can debug the code using AI. We can multitask and ask the cursor about the code base which we are running in the current section. This was the cursor, and let's move on to the next tool, which is Docker. So now let's come to the next tool, which is Docker. Docker is a tool that helps to package each and every projects into a container which contain all the file and complete code base into a single container, which anyone can use without getting any conflict. So this is used by the developers to avoid the dependency conflicts or versioning conflict in the development phase, where each containers are used by the every developers, and that container contain only specific dependencies which are required according to that project. So the local dependency used in the machine of different version does not affect to the container which contain its own dependency versions. Like if machines contain Node.js 12 version, Docker container contain Node.js of version 9. So developer can use only that version 9 Node.js in the container project without getting conflict of the locally installed Node.js and the project that we are building. So here's the Docker desktop app where we can create multiple containers which contains projects and all the file which required for the project or code base. We can create images, also use different OS in the Docker which uses complete local machines, terminals and all, and just use small size of OS which helps to run the project in a different environment. So here we can make builds of containers, we can volumes the container image and normal container creation, and same as the GitHub repositories we have a Docker hub where we can upload the builds to a registry where the all containers can get uploaded to a remote server. So this was the Docker which helps to containerize the project and helps to share the project without getting much more dependencies conflict and make development phase more easier. So these were all the 6 tools which are essential for developers in 2026. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like, share and subscribe, and meet you in the next video. Till then, bye.